Hi guys. Today I wanted to talk about what I find very important in in psychology. Um, I am currently trying to get my bachelor's degree in psychology, and um, I believe it's so important. One thing that's very important is childhood development, and that's it's so important because it depending on how you interact with a baby, a child, uh, and an infant when they're growing up, it's going to affect their entire lives on how they make decisions. That's the reason I think we should remake the model of how we should treat our children and babies in general because I feel like they're uh, it should be very important on uh, how they develop. Um, and so it's about controlling their environment, but making them as free as possible at the same time. And it's about not teaching them bad habits. And I think part of the problem is the way a parent comes off, that vibe and their personality. It's going to reflect upon their children. And I mean, obviously, things like having a family of a mother and a father, or a father, a mother, being able to see that love, that connection, and having, in many cases, it's in families where there's a mother and a father, having a father figure that's there for the child, is extremely important. And you can see where it varies the situation, and where it becomes extremely important to how the child is going to develop in the future. I've been watching lately videos about prostitutes um, and pimps on this YouTube channel. I don't remember what it's called right now, but it's the the main theme that you can see throughout each of these people's progression is that they didn't have a family when they were growing up. They didn't have a connection that kept them in line in their entire lives. And many of them were either foster kids, or they didn't have a father figure, or they were molested. So you can see that I think we need to make better people in life. And the way you make better people is by, and I know a lot of people say, well, biologically you might be, predisposed to uh, like a certain thing or be a certain way, maybe like a psychopath who doesn't have empathy. But regardless of, there has to be some sort of general truth out there, some sort of objective truth of what is the best way to teach a child and to raise a child, and how to make the child the best possible version of themselves that they could possibly be. So that's what I aim to find. I aim to find that through research. As I graduate from college and I start my journey into the workforce, I aim to find that general truth, that 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 um that general truth, that that the way to treat a child, and to treat, and not only a child but an adult, and how people should live their lives, to have the most success and happiness they could possibly have. And success comes in different ways, but of course, I think we can avoid all those negative types of success, like becoming a pimp or something like that. Like, it's successful because you have money, but it's a negative way to make the money, and it's a negative way to live life. Um, so that's what I aim to find, is that I aim to find that the that standard that is going to be the standard that everyone uses to raise their children to be the happiest and most successful they could possibly be. And so that's what I wanted to talk about today, is like why childhood development is so important to me, and why um why we should um be a certain way toward our children and the next generation, man. And so I appreciate it, and thank you for listening. Bye bye.